Chosen one, this is no accident. It's divine appointment. God is awakening something powerful within you. The shifts you're feeling are signs of your higher calling. You're not lost. You're being called higher. This season is not just peaceful. It's a holy awakening, shaking what must be shaken and revealing His light through you. God is refining you, uprooting false beliefs, and calling you to release what isn't rooted in His truth. Step into your divine purpose. You were made for this. If this message stirs your spirit, drop the number 77 in the comments. It's a prophetic sign, a declaration that you're aligned with God's purpose and ready to walk in His power. The chosen will stay until the end, and deeper truths will be revealed. As you revisit this message, God will uncover new layers of divine wisdom in His perfect timing. Remember, awakening isn't always quiet. It's a holy storm, but God isn't breaking you. He's building you. This awakening is life-altering, transforming you into who God always intended. As old desires fade, you may drift from people, not out of pride, but because God is setting you apart. Tears may come, but it's divine reordering, not falling apart. You're experiencing a holy breakthrough, not a breakdown. Your purpose is sacred. You're meant to see what others miss and walk a path few dare to take. You were born to shift the atmosphere. Your awakening is deeper because your calling is greater. God is refining every part of you, mind, heart, and body, for divine purpose. As your spirit rises, your energy upgrades, and even your physical being transforms. Your face may glow, your posture strengthens, and your eyes shine with divine light. You're shedding not just physical weight, but emotional and spiritual burdens, aligning fully with God's healing and transformation. The fatigue and sensations you feel are signs of divine alignment. As your body adjusts to a higher frequency, you're being transformed into a vessel of greater awareness, prepared for something far beyond the ordinary. This transformation is part of your divine design, and your eyes reveal it, reflecting a deep, unfiltered purity of spirit. Chosen ones carry a heavier, holier calling rooted in eternity. When your spirit awakens, others will notice the change, drawn to your presence without words. Fear and pain fade, leaving only truth, which shines through your eyes. This divine transformation creates a rare, holy light that reflects God's work within. Your energy becomes magnetic, attracting others, animals, children, even strangers, who are drawn to your healing and grace. This path is challenging, but know that when you feel torn, it's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. God is realigning you, shedding the false identities the world placed on you, and revealing your true divine purpose. As your body transforms, emotions rise and fall, and your eyes begin to shine with God's light. Your presence shifts the atmosphere. You are stepping into who you were always meant to be. Embrace the shift in your energy. It's the process of becoming who God has destined you to be. This awakening doesn't come quietly. It roars through your life like a divine fire. You're not falling apart. You're breaking free from what no longer serves you and coming into alignment with your true self. Honor the chaos, for it's part of your transformation. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to evolve, to awaken, and to carry a vibration others can't hold. Your body speaks through every shift because it is aligning with the sacred mission God set in your soul long before you were born. The weight you release is not just physical. It's the clearing of old wounds and suppressed truths from past lifetimes. As your spirit awakens, your body follows, shedding what no longer serves your purpose. The aches exhaustion, and bursts of energy are sacred signs that you are becoming who God created you to be. Your entire being is attuned to the divine, expanding beyond former limits and aligning with God's higher calling. You are rising into your true self. Trust the transformation, for it is leading you to your divine purpose. You're not broken. You're being divinely reset. God is preparing you for a holy purpose, transforming your body, His temple, into a vessel of His presence. As you walk into rooms, you'll carry His light, stirring hearts and awakening souls to the truth they've forgotten. Your presence will speak louder than words as it reflects God's truth. This transformation flows with grace. Even in chaos, you will move with divine clarity, guided by the Spirit, not by fear. As you embrace these changes, your body will align with your spirit, and your light will shine so brightly that nothing false can endure. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand in your authentic power and fulfill God's calling. Awakening isn't just about gaining light. It's about releasing everything that has dimmed it. One of the most profound parts of this journey is ego death, shedding false layers and beliefs that no longer serve your true divine purpose. The ego, shaped by labels, fears, and wounds, must be released as God calls you into your true divine nature. This path is intense, but it refines you, bringing you closer to your divine calling. As the layers of ego fall away, it can feel chaotic and leave you questioning who you are. But this is a holy process of purification, where God is leading you back to your true self. As your old identity dissolves, space is made for divine truth to emerge. The breaking down of your former self is the beginning of your divine rebirth, where your true essence rises. You may feel lost in the transition, but this sacred space is where God is shaping you for something greater, refining your faith and connection with Him. This is where the chosen are purified for their divine purpose. As illusions fade, your senses awaken to a deeper level of awareness. You begin to perceive the world with divine insight, sensing emotions, energies, and hidden truths beneath the surface. This heightened sensitivity is a sacred gift from God, allowing you to read the energy around you, just as animals sense danger or storms. But with this gift comes the need for spiritual grounding. Without it, this awareness can become overwhelming, as you may absorb emotions that aren't yours or feel drained in certain spaces. Guarding your energy is not selfish, it is a divine responsibility, ensuring you protect the sacredness within you. As your energy expands and old burdens lift, you become more attuned to subtle frequencies, and your ability to discern what aligns with your purpose sharpens. When rooted in God's truth, your discernment becomes your compass, guiding you through the world without being overtaken by it. Your words carry the weight of heaven, and your faith begins to manifest quickly. What once felt delayed now unfolds with divine speed. But with this acceleration comes responsibility. As blessings come faster, so do the tests. Old wounds, patterns, and shadows will surface to be healed by God's light. This may feel overwhelming, but trust that it is divine order at work, clearing the path for your divine purpose. Like a train shedding unnecessary weight, God is lightening your load, allowing you to move freely and with greater purpose. As God heals you, you become lighter, faster, and stronger, accelerating into your calling. However, it's important to remain grounded in Him. Mastering stillness amid movement is essential for the chosen ones. Each challenge is an invitation to release what no longer serves you, rise above it, and step further into who God has created you to be. As you continue to grow, a deep clarity settles within you, not from overthinking, but from simply being present with God. The fog lifts, revealing divine insight where there was once confusion. Your awareness expands, allowing you to see people through God's eyes, recognizing the truth in their hearts. Synchronicities become more apparent, and you hear the quiet guidance of the Holy Spirit before words are spoken. With this heightened awareness comes great responsibility. As you rise higher in God's light, blessings come faster, but so do the challenges designed to refine and strengthen you. The deeper you go, the more old wounds, triggers, and hidden emotions will surface. It may feel overwhelming, but know this is not chaos, it's divine order. God's light is purging what no longer serves you, clearing the path for healing and growth. Imagine your life as a train, once burdened with old stories and unresolved pain, moving slowly under its weight. As God heals you, these burdens fall away, making your journey lighter, faster, and stronger. You begin moving through life's transformations with greater speed and purpose, empowered by God's divine power and grace. However, as your growth accelerates, it can feel overwhelming, like being pulled in many directions at once. That's why the chosen ones must master stillness amidst movement. Stay anchored in God's presence, even as everything shifts. Embrace each challenge as an opportunity to release what no longer serves you and step more fully into who God has created you to be. Every obstacle is an invitation to rise higher, process, and grow. In God's perfect timing, clarity replaces confusion, peace replaces fear, and you begin to see the world and others with divine understanding. Your spiritual journey becomes a process of divine acceleration, moving toward your true calling with purpose and clarity, always guided by His wisdom. As God heals and restores you, His divine touch begins to untangle the knots of your past, the heavy burdens that once weighed down your soul, those lingering pains from old wounds, the scars of heartache, and the patterns of generational struggles start to dissolve. These burdens, which once felt insurmountable, are lifted by God's grace, creating space for healing and renewal. With each layer of hurt that is shed, your heart becomes lighter, your spirit freer, and your mind clearer. Your journey, once burdened by the weight of past trauma, now becomes more effortless, and the pace of your transformation begins to accelerate. The weight of your history no longer holds you back, and the momentum that propels you forward is a gift from God, a divine strength that flows through you. The path ahead becomes illuminated, and you begin to walk with purpose, guided by an inner peace that is rooted in God's love. However, this newfound speed and energy can feel overwhelming at times. As the healing power of God moves through your life, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of progress and transformation. The velocity of change may stir up feelings of uncertainty or even fear. The overwhelming nature of this transformation arises when you forget to pause and remain grounded in God's presence. It is in those moments of overwhelm that the invitation to rest in Him becomes even more critical. Like a river that flows at great speed, you must stay anchored to its banks to avoid being swept away. When you take time to ground yourself in God, through prayer, stillness, reflection, and trust, your pace aligns with His will, ensuring that you are moving forward in His timing, not in your own. Grounding yourself in God's presence doesn't mean slowing down your progress, but rather ensuring that each step forward is taken with clarity and peace. It is in His presence that you find stability, wisdom, and the courage to continue the journey, knowing that His divine hand is always leading and supporting you. With God, the transformation is both powerful and steady, and He equips you to handle the acceleration of your purpose without losing your way. That's why the chosen ones must learn the sacred practice of stillness amid the movement, remaining anchored in God's truth, even as change comes swiftly. When you embrace challenges as invitations to rise, let go, and release what no longer serves you, you move closer to the fullness of who God created you to be. As your spiritual journey deepens, clarity begins to unfold, not through overthinking, but through intimate connection with the Holy Spirit. The fog of confusion lifts, and you see the world and others through God's eyes. Fear gives way to peace, and divine insight replaces uncertainty. You begin to hear the quiet whispers of the Holy Spirit, guiding you before words are even spoken. This is the sacred wisdom of walking closely with God. With this heightened awareness comes great responsibility. Your desires manifest more quickly, but so do old wounds, patterns, and buried emotions. This is not chaos, but God's divine order at work, His light revealing and cleansing what no longer aligns with your true identity. Through this process, you step into greater alignment with God's purpose, walking in clarity, wisdom, and divine grace. As you awaken, a sacred clarity stirs within you, a remembering of the truth always present in your spirit. God's transformation refines your inner vision, shifting you from seeing through fear and pain to seeing through His divine truth and love. This spiritual transformation reshapes not only how you perceive the world, but also who you are, aligning you with your divine mission. Your presence, words, and spirit become a beacon, guiding others back to God. As you shed old layers, you make room for the true you to rise. Your intuition strengthens, becoming a divine compass that leads with clarity and wisdom. You begin to see beyond the surface, sensing the truth in others, recognizing their soul's essence, and perceiving the energy they carry. This divine discernment allows you to feel the unspoken truths in every interaction. You see beyond the masks, understanding the deeper emotions and intentions hidden beneath words. With each step in your awakening, you see others, not just with your eyes, but with the clarity of your soul, guided by God's wisdom. As your awareness deepens, you begin to sense not only what others are carrying, but also what they are avoiding and projecting. This gift extends beyond individuals. It flows into every space you enter, allowing you to feel the energy of rooms, buildings, and environments. You become attuned to unseen forces, sensing the vibrations of your surroundings and trusting their flow. Your heightened clarity helps you see beyond surface-level illusions, recognizing the deeper connections between people, events, and even global systems. As you shed old burdens, clarity naturally emerges, guiding you with wisdom and purpose. Decisions become easier, not because life is simpler, but because you're now led by your spirit, not past fears. The divine plan begins to unfold clearly before you. You no longer define yourself by past roles or the expectations of others, but by the truth of who you are and your divine purpose. Your inner clarity becomes your guide, bringing peace, balance, and strength. As you align with your true self, you walk through life with intention, shaping your journey with divine wisdom. Awakened and connected, you navigate each moment with purpose, trusting the path God has set for you.